What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome to episode 2 of Inside Valid. This week we are interviewing Hudson, and it was a fun time. Me and Hudson have been friends for a little over 10 years now, and just a lot of fun. Hudson was actually the one that got me into Magic, and he's actually been playing longer than me. So I say we go ahead and get into the interview, but before we do, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to leave a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Like Hudson's going to explain, we have some cool stuff coming up. And turn on post notifications so that way you're notified and you can watch right when we drop. All right, guys, let's get right into it. All right, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? It's Tutter. How are y'all? Good? Did you have a good week? Love it.
All right, so first question. How long have you been playing Magic?
Great question. So I started playing my freshman year of high school, which was the fall of 2011. So in August of this year, it'll be 15 years that I've played the game.
Yeah.
That's almost half my life. I've been playing the game. Yeah.
What originally pulled you into the game?
Honestly, okay, so I was a freshman and I was trying to I was in band class, and a lot of the band nerds there were just super into Magic the Gathering. And so one of the things that you did that was just kind of to be social was you played Magic the Gathering, after school in the band hall, or you played during break times during marching practice. So we'd shuffle up and play a quick game during lunch or whatever, and that was how you build relationships. That was how I built relationships with a lot of my high school friends. Was I learned to play this beautiful card game and developed relationships with a lot of upperclassmen, just being nerds and nerding out.
Yeah. So what version of Magic did you fall in love with back then?
So honestly, the big meta was Standard. I mean, Standard was just consistent. That was my jam, was Standard, just simply because I loved it. And I was a Boros guy back then, heavy. I wanted to beat your face into the dirt, but I wanted to gain life along the way, so that way I could handle kind of the abuse that you were throwing my way. So
now, correct me if I'm wrong, Commander wasn't a thing yet, right?
No. Commander, okay, the official launch of Commander, what I would credit the official launch of Commander was the 2016 set. So that was a year after I graduated high school. The first official Commander decks, fun fact, actually came from 2011. So right about that time I was getting into high school was when Commander was making its, and Commander back then wasn't called Commander, it was called Elder Dragon Highlander. And that was back when Elder Dragon Highlander was just becoming a thing. And so I really enjoyed Standard because that was the most popular game, and when you're in high school you don't have 2 hours to play a game. Like you can expect from Commander. You have maybe 20 minutes. 20, maximum half an hour in class to pick up a game and play. So Standard was the go-to format for me in the beginning.
I mean, I think that was mine too. In Matthew's class. Was that?
I remember we made your first deck was Rakdos. Was red-black. And then shortly after you decided, oh man, screw Rakdos. And you went blue-white. You went the exact opposite direction. And I think I credit that moment in your journey to your love for blue. Was playing Azorius.
And then that's when I was like, white sucks. Let's take the 2. And that's when I fell in love with Grixis. And honestly, it was with Nykthos coming out. Or was it Nykthos? Yeah. Knicks. Nick those shiny Knicks.
Yeah.
Was when I was like, yeah, Grixis.
Grixis is sweet. Yeah. Grixis is really cool. For those who know how to play it, and Grixis is such a delicate balance of learning when you need to control the board and when you need to stay back and play defense versus, all right, this is when you need to pound the pavement and start beating face.
Yeah. I mean, so 15 years.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of changes in this game.
Mm-hmm.
What has kept you around?
Elder Dragon Highlander.
Commander?
Yeah. EDH, man, because when I really got into it, so what kind of kicked me out of Standard was ultimately I played one game of Commander. It was my birthday. And we played Commander. We did the best we could with kind of the cards that we had in bulk, and we made random Commander decks. And we literally used our cell phones, and we proxied cards from our cell phones. It's like, okay, you can have any legendary creature you want, and the colors that you want, but your legendary creature's on your phone, so to speak. And so I remember we played that game 40 life, 4 pod, and that first game was 2 hours, and this was junior year of high school, I think. I had an unbelievable amount of fun in that 2 hours. And I didn't win. Yeah. Mind you. I came in second.
Yeah.
I just didn't have, in that particular game, if I remember correctly, I just didn't have enough gas. My particular deck didn't have enough gas to really finish it off in the end. So, but I had so much fun in that 2 hours that I was just like, man, screw a 20-minute game. Like I want to play a long game. Yeah. And the colors that I'm into and that I was into back then catered to a long game. Yeah. You know, they don't really start getting good until turn 7, turn 6 to 8, and that's when a standard game is ending. Yeah, is in the first 6 turns. And, so
I mean, even before that too.
Yeah.
So in that time, were there any? So from then to now, were there any seasons where you almost walked away?
Ooh, good question. Yes. I'll be so honest. Kaladesh.
Wow.
Kaladesh.
Really?
Kaladesh was a
Arties, bro.
Kaladesh was one of the greatest sets of the 2010s.
Yeah.
What they did for artifacts in that set the blueprint for what we know of as artifact synergy today.
Yeah.
The standard meta at the time, which I was still playing a lot of standard, because Elder Dragon Highlander, once again, wasn't really a thing.
Around Kaladesh, yeah.
Yeah, so standard meta was, is it artifacts, specifically Joyra, and people, I'd be dead by turn 3.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get to do anything.
Yeah.
And so for me, specifically, I can remember a time where I'd go to Friday Night Magic. I'd get off from work, be about 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I'd get off from work. I'd go to my LGS, and I'd play a couple pickup games for maybe a couple hours. I'd leave Friday Night Magic, and then I'd come home, or I'd stay at a buddy's house, whatever that looked like. And I can remember specifically just a specific sweat. And back then, this dude was the definition of sweat before we know of as sweats. Mm-hmm. I still picture this dude because he was legit the bane of my existence. He wore, let me paint you this picture. This brother is in a black t-shirt with a green dragon face on the front, breathing out fire, okay? He's wearing that, and he's wearing navy blue sweatpants. He's wearing that with the Reebok strap shoes. No, doesn't know how to tie his shoes. The only people that I've ever seen wear those shoes are special needs people or old people. I'm gonna be so for real. This dude was in his 30s, easily mid 30s, and this dude didn't bathe at all, and he would just sit there and play pickup games, and that's all he did. Was he'd show up to the magic shop and play pickup games. And this dude lived, eat, and breathed magic. But that's to me, like, dude didn't have a life outside of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
So he would just beat he would just beat our faces in the whole time. And it wasn't any fun. Tournaments ended with him. If you ended up in a bracket with him, you knew you were going to lose. And the reason why he got to stay around for so long was because he was so good at the game. And so, because literally, like, I remember fondly a story specifically of went to Friday Night Magic, and was playing some pickup games, having a good time. Went home that night to sleep. Wake up the next day, probably around lunch, getting ready to go to my shift at 3:00 at Chick-fil-A, and this dude was there in his same get-up, Black Dragon t-shirt, blue sweatpants, special needs shoes. He's wearing that, and this dude smells like just death, like just pungent, and I mean so pungent that, like, I'm at the cash register buying cards, or really I was buying booster packs. I was buying Kaladesh booster packs. So I was like, God, let me find something to stand a chance against this dude. And because back then, guys, you didn't grind singles. If you wanted to do it, you freaking grind. There wasn't TCG player, okay? You freaking you were buying booster packs, hoping and praying you found good stuff.
Yeah.
And so bought some booster packs, and I literally, Sean, I could smell that dude 15 feet away at the cash register. And I tried it, you and I talk about on a social level, there's always a why behind a why.
Yeah.
There's always a why behind something's happening.
Yeah.
And so, I just, unfortunately, like, I was trying my best because it was a social situation. You don't want to just sit there and walk up to a dude and say, bro, you stink. Like, you need to go home, take a shower. Yeah. Like, that's kind of rude and hateful and embarrassing for the person. But it was one of those smells that I smelled it and I just could not hide my face, if that makes sense. And so the owner at the time looked at me and he was like, I know. And so shortly afterwards, that dude didn't stay very long afterwards. But it just goes to show you guys, one of the things that almost made me walk away was just sweats and people not like maintaining hygiene. like hygiene is so important. Like, take a shower, please for us. Take a shower. Put on some deodorant before you show up in public. Okay, please.
Deodorant's your best friend.
Deodorant is your best friend, and mind you, you're going to be in a crowded space with a bunch of other dudes, so it's a good idea to kind of stay fresh. And it's honestly what kept me out of an LGS for a long time was walking in and this sounds so bad, and I don't mean this to sound rude, but walking in and just wafting just body odor. Yeah. And dudes back then, like, people were trying to claim, oh, I'm pheromone maxing. Pheromone maxing's not a thing. Not a thing. Take a shower, please. Please take a shower.
It's going to be a public service
announcement. If you get nothing from this video, take a shower. In fact, get off this video and go take a shower. For me, please.
Actually, that might be the thumbnail.
Yeah, take a shower. But yeah, no, that was mainly the thing. Just sweats and the fact that I loved a long game, and games during that time were over in 10 minutes. Yeah, and it was like I was just getting no fulfillment and no joy. And people like him, which I hope, Mr. Sweat, listen, if you're out there, I hope that you got the mental help that you needed, and that you're doing well, and that you. God, this is gonna sound awful. You bathe frequently now, like. Like, I hope you're doing better.
I'm so
Truthfully.
glad the camera.
Truthfully, Sean's laughing.
I'm so glad I'm on this side.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I hope, yeah. But in conclusion to my story, yeah. So, but yeah.
I don't even know where. Anyway.
Yeah, for real.
So, 15 years, man. Like, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
How has Magic changed since you started?
Oh my gosh, it's changed so much. Used to back in the day, like legendary creatures specifically. Used to back in the day, in a whole set, less than 10 legendary creatures.
Yeah.
Now, oh my gosh, I opened a box of Avatar, and I swear to you, half the creatures in the deck are half the creatures in the set are legendary.
Yeah.
Major change, mainly because they're trying to cater towards Elder Dragon Highlander.
Yeah.
That's kind of the big thing.
Let's call it EDH. All right.
EDH, yeah, they're trying to cater towards Commander, but everything's legendary now.
Yeah.
And it used to be that, like, I'm gonna be so for real with you, Sean. Used to 10 years ago, legendary stuff. Legendary artifact, legendary enchantment, legendary creature, that actually carried weight.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the very first set that I actually bought, my very first set was Dragon's Maze, which back then, Dragon's Maze takes the credit for, in the top 10 worst sets, legit, Dragon's Maze is ranked 6th, right? You have Homelands, you have that whole block, basically that whole block of Homelands is the top 3. And then you have Aether Drift in 4. There's one other set, and then there's Dragon's Maze. And I remember I bought a bundle of Dragon's Mazes.
Spider-Man? Anyways.
A Spider-Man's pretty far up there. I don't think it takes... It's probably in the top 10, but it's probably like 7 through 10. But Dragon's Maze, everybody thought Dragon's Maze was a huge pile of dog crap. But I can remember I bought the bundle, right, Sean? And it was like $50. Back then they called it fat packs. But
yeah.
Another thing that's changed about Magic is they don't call them fat packs anymore because that's insensitive.
Everything has changed.
Yeah. They don't call them fat packs anymore because that's insensitive. And I got 2 legendary creatures in 9 packs. 2 legendary creatures. That was it. Now... I just got done opening a bundle box or a play booster box.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you I opened 60 between 50 and 70 legendary creatures.
Yeah.
So a lot has changed. Magic now caters towards Wooburg, which Wooburg in the early sets, like 2010 onward, you were nutso for playing Wooburg. Like, you're playing 5. What kind of jank are you playing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just didn't have the level of support in Wooburg that you do now.
Yeah.
Also, like, the big thing was, I fondly remember, so a lot of you newbies are going to remember Tarkir Dragonstorm from last year. That's one of the best sets. That's the best in-universe set of the year, in my opinion. Because I know Final Fantasy is technically in-universe, but to me it's...
Oh, that's Universes Beyond.
Okay, yeah. So to me, the in-universe set from 2025, Tarkir Dragonstorm is just tippy top of the mountain.
Yeah, what was it?
It was...
Tarkir, Edge of Eternity,
Yep.
Aether Drift.
Yep.
Are we counting Innistrad Remastered?
Yes.
So Innistrad, Tarkir, Aether Drift, Edge. I think that's it, because we had Final Fantasy, Avatar, and Spider-Man.
Yeah. So to me, like, where was I going with that? I remember when I very first started playing, we just had the Ravnica block, right? And the Ravnica block introduced something legendary, or not legendary, but unprecedented, where it was 2 color synergies.
Yeah.
Now you have guilds. Now you have Orzhov, which is white-black, which is my all-time favorite color pairing. Orzhov. Now you have Rakdos, which is red-black. Now you have Azorius, which is white-blue. This is like mind-boggling to people because up until this point, people were just playing monocolor decks. Monocolor decks, and then if you wanted to do something crazy, you would play a two-color deck. But you knew from the get-go that other than artifacts, you weren't going to get hardly any support in those areas. Then Khans of Tarkir in 2014 introduced 3 colors. We're getting into the three color tribes, which Abzan's my favorite, but Sultai till we die, bro. Sultai is so good.
Sultai is so great.
Sultai is so good. Abzan's my favorite just simply because I'm so impartial to life gain and Orzhov and stuff like that. But anywho, just going back to how things have changed, like in the spans of 15 years, we went from 2-color being the meta, to where like that was revolutionary, to now we're at 5-color being common practice, which is crazy. You have a 5-color deck that shrines that you're playing in MGD Arena right now. So just mind-boggling on where we're at. It's amazing what in a card game what 15 years can do.
Yeah.
Pokemon could never.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, what was it? The Pro Tour was 2 weeks ago, and there was full color. There was Wooburg.
Yeah.
And Wooburg actually made the top 8.
Yeah.
Which is still not shrines. I don't know what it was, but it was something.
Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have, mind you guys, that wouldn't have happened 5 years ago, where Wooburg was in the top 8.
It wouldn't even happen last year.
Yeah. So the fact that we're headed in this direction is just an incredible, beautiful thing. And Magic's building towards a longer game, which I personally thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah. So from what we're experiencing now, and I would say let's look at the last 5 years. What's better now?
By far, long game support. Elder Dragon Highland. I call it Elder Dragon. It's Elder Dragon Highlander. Commander is the single thing that saved Magic the Gathering, in my opinion.
I will agree with you. Yeah.
It literally, and in the last 5 years, Commander has turned into from Wizards of the Coast being like, oh yeah, it's a fun little sub game that you can play, to Wizards now fully supporting it to where in every single set there are Commander decks.
Yeah.
I've yet to find a single set in the last 2 years that hasn't had Commander decks in it.
Avatar.
Yes, but Avatar did have a Commander bundle.
That's true. Spider-Man.
That's okay. That's true. That could be why Spider-Man got trashed so hard.
It did. That's the exact reason. People were like, why didn't you just give us Commander decks? We would have preferred Commander decks over this set.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, we can get into this in depth, but to me, Marvel, that's coming out later this year in the summer, Marvel should have came first. And then it should have been Spider-Man.
So, yeah, I agree.
But to be fair, putting Marvel up against Final Fantasy, that would have been... Man, that would have been hard. It would have been like you threw out all your haymakers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In 2025, and then 2026, you're like, what happened to the format?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you put out all your IP haymakers out in 2025, and you're like in 2026, like, hey, what the heck are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But wow, so much has changed. For the better. Universes Beyond is the single reason why Magic's growing. Just going to be honest with you.
I say that every single time.
Universes Beyond is the single reason why Magic the Gathering is growing as a format. Once again, Pokemon could never.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't. Pokemon. The only reason why Pokemon is still alive as a format is hot take, crispy, off the fryer hot take. Only reason why Pokemon is still around is because of scalpers and collectors. It's not a playable game. Pokemon's been the same game for 30 years. They haven't evolved in any way.
Yeah.
It's the same IP repeated over and over and over and over and over. Like, and so with Magic has evolved as a game. From where we were 15 years ago, like we talked about in that earlier question, where we were 15 years ago, where 2 colors was like, whoa, buddy, you look at this cool new thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
To now we're at 5 color, and that's not only is that standard practice, but that's turning into meta gameplay.
Yeah.
Is crazy to me, wow. I mean, to be honest with you, every person that's in our play group right now, I've been privileged to be the one to have those preliminary conversations with the exception of Zane. Zane was your doing.
Yeah.
But my largest bargaining chip, Sean, was the Universes Beyond stuff.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And we're not even scratching the surface of Universes Beyond. You have to say you have to talk about Universes Beyond and mention Secret Lair.
Yeah. I mean,
and not only that, Magic the Gathering did something that I never thought would ever be possible. They crossed my all-time 2 favorite things in the whole world. Mm-hmm. They crossed Magic the Gathering, my favorite card game, and SpongeBob SquarePants, my favorite cartoon of all time. I'm 28. I'm going to be 29 next month. I will stop what I'm doing right now to watch SpongeBob SquarePants.
Please don't.
At my age, I will legit.
Please, I got more questions. Please don't.
I will legit stop what I'm doing. But it just goes to show you, even with this Secret Lair stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, people thought they were insane. One of the biggest Secret Lairs that was launched that really put Secret Lair on the map was Walking Dead. That was
the first one.
Yeah. Walking Dead, that was
First
2019.
Yeah.
That was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And ever since then, Secret Lair's coming out with something. Good Lord. It feels like almost every week. I know it's not chat, but it feels like every week there's a new Secret Lair.
It's pretty much every week.
Yeah.
Like next week we have another Dungeons and Dragons block.
Yeah.
But I mean,
which I didn't even touch that. I was like, there's Dungeons and Dragons. Mm-hmm. What an amazing revival to the game. Mm-hmm. Because up until that point, chat, D&D was dead. Okay? D&D, nobody was playing D&D. You had a couple of people with Critical Role.
I was about to say, man, Mercer.
Yeah.
I'm about to tag him.
Yeah. Critical Role was the single thing keeping D&D alive up until Magic the Gathering introduced the D&D sets. I'm going to be so honest, at Joey Manganiello right now, I swear, D&D was dead up until this moment, okay? So you have the D&D, but also let's talk about one of the greatest sets ever printed, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And we're getting a sequel this year in The Hobbit, and Chad, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Dude, on that, I got 2 friends, Mackenzie and Colby. And they, Colby's the one getting into Magic.
Right.
And Mackenzie, she's
being a supportive partner. Yeah.
But when I was like, oh yeah, Lord of the Rings, she lost her mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's so many things that you can do with it. There's Commander decks that's what, hey, this is what Colby's playing. She goes, oh my gosh. I said, yes.
You're building an Aragorn deck right now that I never thought you would ever do.
I told her that, and she was like, that is so cool.
Yeah.
But it's just and I tell people that too, is people are so focused on the Magic aspect of Magic needs to go back to what it was, all this. I'm like, you're missing the other half of what it's called.
Absolutely. The Gathering.
Yes.
Amen. Yeah, amen. And not only that, I'm going to be so blunt with you, chat. And I'm going to be blunt with you too, Sean. We talk about this in business all the time. evolve or die.
Yeah.
Those are your choices.
Yeah.
Evolve or die. Those are your choices. And Magic in it now has become almost a household name. To where somebody in your family is playing it. I guarantee you. Like, I was at church the other day, and one of our elders in our church played Magic the Gathering, and he played back when it was like alpha, beta, and revised, back in that era. And we were talking to him, and we were like, hey, we're gonna, we've had this play group going for like a year and a half. You should come join us. And he's like, let me know, see what lines up with my schedule, and I'll come play. And that's a dude that played 30 years ago when this game started. Yeah. So 30 to 33 years ago when this game started. Yeah. So just what's happening in Magic is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And it's the number one reason why I've stayed, because if we would have done the same, if you would have told me last year that the only sets I was going to get was Tarkir Dragonstorm, Aether Drift, Spider-Man was Universes Beyond?
Yes.
Okay. Tarkir Dragonstorm, Aether Drift, Edge of Eternities, and Innistrad. I would have only bought 2 of those sets. Yeah. I would have only bought the Innistrad Remastered because I love Avacyn, and Edgar Markov. Mm-hmm. And then I would have bought Tarkir Dragonstorm just simply because Soul Tie Till We Die. But Aether Drift was... Nate's going to come for me, but Aether Drift was awful. Aether Drift was so bad. Yeah. But anywho, yeah, the Universes Beyond set, once again, to your credit, is the one thing that is propelling Magic into a new realm, as well as saved Magic the Gathering when they launched it in 2019. Yeah.
So is there anything that you miss from back in the day?
Nope. I'll be so honest with you, because everything that I ever talk about missing, right? So there was a time, so when was Modern Horizons 3?
It was 2023.
2023, or was it 24?
24, yes.
24 finally.
Yeah, 24. Because it was, yes.
Bro, I was talking to you, that would have been summer. That would have been kind of when we first started really getting a play group together and start playing Paper Magic. And I was like, man, I miss Eldrazi. I miss Rise of Eldrazi, one of the single greatest sets to ever be made. So to me, it's like, if you were to sit there and ask me greatest sets ever made, there's a Saga block, that whole block, the Rise of Eldrazi block, that whole block, and then the OG Phyrexia block, that whole block. So good. But I was just telling you, I was like, man, I miss Eldrazi. Yeah. I miss Eldrazi. And back then, Eldrazi were like, they weren't cheap. Like,
they're still not.
They're still not cheap. But like, I think I bought you some Eldrazi for Christmas, and I dropped...
Bought me Emrakul.
Yeah, I bought you Emrakul, and I spent $40 on one card. Yeah. One card. Yeah. And then...
it's because it dropped down in price.
Yeah. And much to my surprise, Modern Horizons 3, they brought back the one thing that I wanted them to bring back. Yeah. And the same thing, like, we're seeing that again. Lorwyn Eclipsed. Like, Lorwyn was a great set, too. The Lorwyn block was a great block. That's where we got all the Planeswalkers from. Yeah. And I'm excited to see... the Reality Fracture that's coming out at the end of this year. Yeah. Because I think one thing that Magic the Gathering has proved is that everybody loves an awesome crossover. Oh yeah. Everybody loves an awesome crossover. Yeah. And so I'm excited to see what's to come, but there's nothing I miss from old Magic. Nothing. I mean, it was a dying format that, truthfully, I'm going to be so blunt, and this is hot. They were one bad block set away from extinction. Where's Yu-Gi-Oh right now?
About there.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh has been the same game for 30 years.
Yeah.
The only reason why Pokemon is still a thing is because of the collectability and the scalpers, and because people have made money, have made real money off of nostalgia.
Yeah.
We almost had that problem in 2025, but Spider and we were headed towards the worst scalping ever with that Spider-Man set. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then we got our hands on it at pre-release. It was the most expensive pre-release we'd ever paid for.
$50. Yeah.
$50 as opposed to like the previous
30?
set was 30.
Oh, all pre-releases are 30.
Yeah. And we paid $50 for that pre-release, and it was the worst set we had put our hands on. Legit, the worst set we had put our hands on. And then the scalping market imploded, which I was so grateful for that.
Yes.
But yeah, no, nothing that I miss from the old game that can't be brought back. And in Commander too, like everything is freaking legal in Commander. Like there's only like maybe 50 cards on the ban list out of the millions that they've printed.
More than that.
Like 100 cards, would you say?
No, there's about 70.
70.
Or 60 something.
Yeah. Out of the millions of cards that they printed.
Because you got the anti-cards, then you got the racists and bad ones, and then
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, which I find that so funny that they banned it because it's racist, not because it's like a game-breaking mechanic.
Yeah.
Which understandable, you know what I mean? Yeah. Racism is not cool in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I just found that funny.
Yeah.
Can we ban Vivi because it's racist?
No.
Like.
No.
It's racist to me, okay?
Oh, you don't even know.
Yeah.
So, when I first approached you about doing Valid, what was your first initial thoughts?
I was in love with it. I thought it was a great idea because it was stuff we were already doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, if we can create a fun and inviting atmosphere for others,
yeah,
and maybe we can teach others in an inviting environment, why not?
Yeah.
Also, like, it gives us a platform to talk about the game we love, and we're already doing it in the group of 7 people that we have. 6. We're already doing it in the group of 6 people that we have. Well, I mean, I don't find anything wrong with getting in a Discord chat and explaining to all of chat why Aether Drift is awful.
God dang.
I have no.
You gotta get off.
It's off. Trash. It's the Cleveland Browns of Magic the Gathering. It's so bad. But get on Discord and talk to our people about like whatever, you know. I'm down for a good time, you know. So I loved it.
So what? Obviously, me and you talk quite a bit about like future stuff. I asked Zane this, and I think I'm going to ask everyone this. What are you most excited about the future of Valid?
I'm excited about gameplay. What's to come? You know, one of the big things that we've been kind of going back and forth on is I want to go through the Commander ban list and figure out, hey guys, what do we want to ban? What do we not want to ban? Because there's some cards on the Commander ban list that have no business being banned.
And cruel.
You know, you triple down on Emrakul. Me personally, like...
give me Channel and Emrakul, please.
Yeah, Channel would be fun. Channel would be fun.
I own it!
Yeah, Channel would be so much fun. Grizzlebrand, let's just pay 21 live, draw my library. You know what I mean? When I first got into Commander, I wanted to build a Grizzlebrand deck, and the shop clerk told me, he was like, it's the one card that's banned in the whole format. And I was like, what the heck? Why? And he was like, pay 28 live, draw half your library. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But anywho, I'm excited for gameplay, but I'm also excited for future content, like cracking some of these packs that are coming down the pike.
Yeah.
I think the Marvel pack is gonna be it's gonna be polarizing. For sure. I think you're gonna have the in-universe people that despise it, that loathe it, and then you're gonna have people like me and you, the universe is beyond people. There's some cool stuff in that set, and I'm excited to crack the packs, and I'm confident that we're gonna get more people in the play group because of that. Because we might not have got them on Magic the Gathering, but they love superheroes. We can get them on board with superheroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's with everything coming out, because like next few weeks is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah, man, I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be a great one.
Yeah.
I'm probably buying the Commander deck for my birthday.
And I was looking at the calendar at LGS, one of our LGSs, and they're doing a pizza party with it.
That's so
with the
fun.
Pre-release.
Yeah,
It's a pre-release pizza party.
it's so fun.
And I'm like, that's like stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's cool.
And in an inviting atmosphere.
Yeah.
Back in my day, the LGSs were sweat factories. I mean, it was literally just people who, autistic people like me, like grinding it out, like just like no social life, Velcro shoes, like.
Yeah.
Just
We gotta get off that, dude.
we gotta get up.
Golly.
Let's not get canceled before this thing really becomes a thing. You know what I mean?
So I mean, a lot of people have been asking for gameplay.
Yeah.
Now what? Obviously, we got a lot of stuff in the works right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what, like from the community, what do you want to see from them, and what do you think that we can do better to help bring? Now, I'm not talking about the main six, because we got us six, but I'm talking about like what do you think we can do better to reach out to more people, bring the community? Because we've already
Said that 3 times.
yeah,
fast.
I know. We've already been growing outside just by mentioning, like, hey, we do content. And it's been, and I don't care about the numbers of that aspect, but people asking, like, dude, I've seen y'all's videos. Can we play?
Yeah.
I've seen that stuff. Y'all are, like, pretty good. And it's like, what aspect are you wanting to see us do better to reach more people, and just like, what can we do better?
Engagement. Specifically, like creating a safe space for polarizing opinions. Me personally, if you were to sit me and Nate down, me over here and Nate right here, he and I would go back and forth on why Aether Drift is bad. Okay, I'm gonna triple down on that. But I want chat to know that, like, I value your opinion.
Yeah.
I might not agree with it.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'll listen to you and I'll hear you out. And there's sometimes where Sean brings up some crazy bullcrap to me that I hear him out and I'm like, hey,
What's the latest one?
I can't remember, but like Sean will bring up some crazy magic bullcrap to me about something.
I know our biggest argument was me hating white.
Yes.
What's the worst color?
No, red now is the absolute worst color. Like, they're trying to make red good and it's messing up standard. But I'm so happy that white's not the worst color anymore. But what was I going to say? Save space for polarizing opinions. Also, like, don't be afraid to talk to us.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to call me a fat hippie in chat. I know I'm a fat hippie, okay? You don't have to say nothing to me, okay? Also, like, if we're out and about and you see us, say hi. Like, even if I'm at Walmart picking up Mountain Dew Baja Blast, like, I want to see your... I want to talk to you. I want to see your face, you know? Because it validates us to say, like, hey, what you're doing is good.
Yeah.
And ultimately, like, if we can create a positive environment where we can love on you and make you feel special and get you out of your headspace of the day, because one of the big things that I talk to Sean about all the time is I might have a horrible day, but whenever I come to Sean's house and I shuffle up a deck and we sit down and play, all of a sudden my horrible day wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. And if we can create that environment for you, even if it's for 30 seconds on TikTok, or it's this hour-long video.
I was like,
because I'm super long-winded. I even told Sean from the get-go that I was going to be long-winded. But if I can do that for you, I want to do that every time. Yeah. And so also, like, if you want us engagement again, if you want to see stuff from us, holler at your boy. Like, tell me or tell Sean. Like, we will do it. Okay. I'm still on my gravy train about, like, chaos drafting homelands and, like, draft the worst set.
Please no.
Or show these newbies what it was like to play one of the worst sets in all the Magic the Gathering. I can buy a play box of Dragon's Maze for like $100 right now.
I thought you were about to say Aether Drift. I was like, you gotta stop.
Yeah. You
have gotta stop.
No, I'm proud to say that I don't own a single Aether Drift card. I'm very happy. The fact that we have the Aether Drift flag on this 20-side die makes me cringe, honestly. And I can't believe I'm touching it right now. Honestly, it's kind of like it's an infection. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, this feels so much better. But, like, let us know.
Yeah.
We're happy to look at stuff, or if you have a differing opinion from us, mm-hmm. you think Aether Drift is good. First of all, it's okay to be wrong. Second, tell me about it. Tell me why you think I'm wrong.
I mean, Aether Drift did bring us some good cards.
Name 4.
Stock up. Look at the top 5 cards. Pick 2.
Okay.
Put the rest on the bottom of your library.
Okay.
And all the Verge lands. Where they're dual-sided unless you control the opposite. If you control that or the opposite color, then you can tap for 2.
Okay, so I'm giving you 2 card types. I'm giving you the Verge lands. Okay. I'll give you street cred for that.
Okay.
For sure. And then stock up. I will give you that.
Okay.
Anything else, buddy?
Huh?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, so bust out a commander deck.
That's why I got some Aether Drift in here somewhere.
Yeah. Now I will say Sean will be proud of me, and so will Nate once he sees this video. I did put in my mill deck
Fracture? No, that's Edge of Eternities.
No, I did put it's one in a blue. It's got like a frog fountain on the art's like a frog face fountain coming out of his mouth. I'll find it.
Into the Flood Maw.
Yeah, I think it's that because it's like mill half your library. It's an exhaust effect.
Oh, River Churn Monument.
River Churn Monument. I did put that in.
I told you about that card.
That's true.
That's my third.
That's true.
Oh, it's a Verge land.
Yeah. Yeah. So Verge lands, River Churn Monument, and stock up 3 cards.
Lorwyn. Final Fantasy.
I got Sean on a whole
Theros.
Separate conversation.
Magic 21.
Magic 21. Oh, but yeah, differing opinions, I welcome them.
Strixhaven?
Might not agree with you. Strixhaven was actually pretty decent.
I got Mono Horizons too in here. So, one thing that I do want to do, Streets of New Capenna. One thing I do want to do, that I've been and it all came with, after talking with Mackenzie and Colby, shout out, told them I was going to shout them out. When we started talking about Magic, one thing that, like, she brought up that Colby has said too is like, hey, I wasn't taught anything. Like the guys who brought me in, really didn't do a good job because we have some shorts out there, some TikToks of like, hey, if you're playing group hug, if you're doing this, and it's like, what does that mean? It's like, I don't know, I wasn't taught. So what I want to start doing, I didn't do it with Zane because Zane is still kind of new. But I want to start giving advice for new players. I want to start a series where we break down, like even the basic, like, hey, here's a card. Here's how you read the card. Here's
absolutely
all that fun stuff. I want to start doing that.
Yeah, no, that's great. On that note too, while you're talking about that, guys, get on MTG Arena. Okay.
Yeah, that's true too.
Get on MTG Arena. Whenever I brought these guys in. Nate, Danny. Well, MTG Arena wasn't a thing when you and I started, but Nate, Danny, and Noah. You know, my main instruction to them was, hey, go get on MTG Arena and play the tutorials. Go through the entire tutorials. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. You get a bunch of cards for free, and you can start getting in there and playing games. And once you learn the basic mechanics, the difference between standard and commander, there's like literally maybe 3 different mechanics. In commander, you can only have one name of each card. Okay, you can only have what's called a singleton of each card. You can only have one of each card. Okay, you get 40 life instead of 20. Okay, and if a commander deals damage to you, to your face, it's commander damage. And if you take 21 commander damage, you're dead.
Yeah, Ben Brode.
Outside of that, yeah, for real, I've been Brode. Outside of that, it's the same mechanics as standard.
And then 100 card limit.
100 card limit, that's correct. You're right. So there was 4. Yeah, okay. Did I say 4 at first? How many did I say?
You said 3.
3, okay, yeah, 4. 100 card limit. Yes, correct.
Don't forget that, because then people are going to be like, oh,
here's my 75 card limit.
And you're like, oh, buddy.
Oh, you're going to get your butt kicked.
Yeah.
Also, like, when you're first starting, guys, listen, you're going to get your butt kicked, okay? Embody that reality. It's going to be okay. That's why with this Magic the Gathering game, there's a ton of ways to play it. When you go to the casino and play poker, you've got 7 different ways to play poker. There's a ton of different ways to play poker. Same thing for Magic. If you don't like sitting there for 90 minutes playing Commander to ultimately lose, there's a ton out there. There's Modern, there's Standard, there's Legacy. There's Nate's favorite, which he'll harp on for an hour if you let him. There's Pauper. There's great ways to get into the game that isn't just play Commander. Now, a lot of what we play on this channel is Commander.
Yeah.
Like 90% of what we play is Commander.
Probably 99, actually.
Yeah, like 95% of what we play is Commander. Sean might be posting some of his MTG Arena footage, but like other than that, it's Commander focused. But that's the game that we're into.
Yeah.
But I agree with that. I agree with teaching more.
That was my first question. What advice would you give new players?
Yeah. What advice would I give you as a new player? Get on MTG Arena. Okay? Yeah. Get on MTG Arena, and not only that, but learn the mechanics, learn the color sets. Learn what you like to play. So my favorite color set, like I said, is Orzhov, white black. Life gain and life drain. I want to beat the crap out of you. I want to gain a crap ton of life, and I want to make it to where I'm almost impossible to kill because I have like 300 life. The deck set I dislike the most. Ooh, that's good. Probably Rakdos. For real, that scared me.
I'm joking. I don't play Rakdos. I play Izzet.
Yeah, Rakdos is my least favorite.
I thought you were going to say like Grixis or...
No, I vibe with Grixis and I vibe with Dimir and I vibe with Izzet. Fine. But Rakdos is my least favorite just simply because, like, once again, I like playing a long game.
Yeah.
And Rakdos really doesn't cater to a long game. Rakdos is red-black. For those who don't know.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if someone builds a Rakdos deck.
Yeah, for real. When I pulled my avatar set, when I pulled the cards from my avatar set, which you guys will see here in a little bit, literally most of the cards that I pulled catered to a Rakdos deck to build. So
I wouldn't say cater to Rakdos. I think it's more Grixis because you got Firelord Azula.
yeah,
And really, you want to build around Firelord Azula.
yeah,
On all of them. You don't see many Rakdos decks coming out of it. Now, Lorwyn has Rakdos.
yeah.
But, yeah. You should be fine.
So, but get on Arena, learn what you like to play, buy a commander deck according to that, because precons are powerful.
Yeah.
That is not something I could have said 10 years ago.
Sure. So, what do you wish someone told you when you started?
I was going to get my butt kicked a lot.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was ultra competitive.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of, I hate to lose. In fact, I would get so mad at losing that I would just rage quit before I lost. Truthfully. And I'd have to go, like, calm down and not be as upset. But now that I'm used to the game and I play the game a lot, it doesn't bother me to come in second or third. If I got to do some cool stuff in the game, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Or if I got to do some broken stuff, because ultimately, like, there's been times where I've been the most annoying at the table. And so usually because I'm the most annoying at the table, I'm dead first. But I love it because I got to do the cool thing that I wanted to do, and I got to play at least a little bit with the cool thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get your butt kicked, and embody that and be okay with that. You're not gonna win every game that you're ever in, and if you're consistently winning, then what's gonna happen is your table's going to turn against you, and then instead of it being a commander game, it's just a game of arch enemy every game.
So fun.
Yeah, which is what Sean experiences on a regular basis. Usually, if he's not dead first or second, he usually wins the game. So, but that just goes to show you how good of a player he is. So.
Dude, you like legit answered all my questions, and I didn't even ask. I only asked the first one.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like, how do you even keep it says, how do you keep Magic fun after all these years?
Oh yeah. Great question.
Oh, never mind. Woo.
Me, it's constantly getting inspired. Commander is such a wide open forum for new stuff. Like if you went on my Mox field right now, I got 20 different decks. I got 20 different decks that aren't built. Yeah. That like I don't have the paper for, but that I built just simply because I was inspired.
Yeah.
Like a commander inspired me. I was like, dang, that's so good. Like this card, like Finn the Fangbearer. I literally just got done building this deck last night. And the premise of it is simple. Like any death creatures that get through deal poison counters damage, and you're dead ultra quick. But staying fun, staying inspired. I built a Avatar Dimir mill deck the other day, and that Dimir is not my jam. It's pretty low on my totem pole. But just constantly staying inspired, maybe to find a combo to pop off, or find you a cool set that you loved, like Nate. I think of Nate and his sweet wife Ronnie. They weren't into Avatar. But when Lorwyn Eclipse dropped, I mean, they dropped a bag on that set and bought a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And so, not every set's going to be for everybody. And so part of keeping it fun, I didn't get into Final Fantasy until like 3 weeks ago.
I'm working on a Final Fantasy Master set.
Yeah, I didn't get into Final Fantasy till 3 weeks ago when I bought the Y'shtola Precon, which is ridiculous, chat. It's stupid good. I won with that, and I beat a bracket 4 deck with the Y'shtola Precon.
I was playing a 2.
Yeah, everybody else was playing a 2. We're not going to talk about that. The point is I beat a bracket 4 with my Y'shtola. And so constantly staying inspired. Buy a bunch of precons. When Sean got started, holy crap, he bought. At one point, he had like 25 precons in his drawers.
Whoa, no.
More than 10, less than 20.
Was it 12?
At least 15.
It was 12.
Nah, bro, it was like 15.
The other 3 were ones I built.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair. Okay, so 12. 12 precons. That's a lot of precons. When you think of each one's like $40 a piece. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think they exist anymore.
They don't. You broke them apart to make new decks. But still, precons will tell you what you want to do. And especially like the last 2 years, there was a freaking game changer in my Abzan armor deck. There's Seaborn Muse in that deck, which is crazy. That's a precon that I bought for $35 freaking dollars. Like easy ways to get inspired. Just every new set comes out with something cool.
That it does. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with the speed round.
Yes.
All right. Don't ramble.
Yeah.
This is for speed round and TikTok.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, lots of energy.
Yeah. All right.
I want it.
I want it. Here we go.
All right. Favorite format.
Commander by far.
Favorite card of all time.
Avacyn, Angel of Hope.
Commander or competitive.
Commander.
Old school or modern design.
Ooh, modern design. It's so pretty.
Okay. One card you'll always love.
Smothering Tithe.
One card you're tired of seeing.
Ristic Study.
Sorry. All right, I gotta get back on my thing. That's it for that one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I only had 6 questions on that.
Wow, that was quite the rapid fire.
Shut up. All right. Last question, though.
Okay.
Last question. Why have you stayed?
Wow. Okay, so the short answer is Elder Dragon Highlander is Commander.
Yeah.
And what really reinvigorated my love for the game, because there was a point in time right around Kaladesh where I was just I was ready to walk away.
Yeah, we talked about that.
But I was on YouTube and I was just kind of looking around and I watched a show by Day 9 called Spell Slingers. And this is like old YouTube chat. This is like 10, I think the first few episodes of Spell Slingers is like 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that inspired me to kind of get back into the game. But not only that, I watched the whole series of Spell Slingers. Every season, every episode. And then shortly afterwards, Game Nights was a hey, if you like Spell Slingers, you'll also like Game Nights. And I watched Game Nights, and then that got me into the Command Zone podcast, and then I was off to the races. And so I still watch Command Zone to this day. It's a great show to really help strengthen your knowledge and skills of the game. But I spent years where I didn't necessarily like leave the game per se, but I would watch the game being played because I still love to watch the game being played. And so then shortly after, Commander really became a thing. And what really reinvigorated my love for the game to the point of where it is today at this moment was Sean was like, hey, I need some... Sean was going through some personal issues.
They know about my divorce.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to, like, say that. But, like, Sean was going through some stuff, and he was like, hey, man, I need some hobbies. I need some constructive hobbies. And so I was like, hey, man, let's just... let's get back into Magic. Because we hadn't played since high school. Mm-hmm. And then he bought a precon. I bought a precon. We were playing with some of his gaming buddies online. He had some Call of Duty what was that game that you were playing forever? That was
Tarkov. It was
Tarkov.
my, content creator.
Yeah. So we would show up on Friday nights and we would play with his Tarkov buddies. And then that evolved into, hey, you know, I love playing with the Tarkov buddies, but I want to play live with real people sitting at the table. And then that evolved into let's get our friends into the game. And so then it just steamrolled into what it is today. And I've always loved the game. Commander ultimately is what has kept me around, because I'm a white mage, and I love the color white, and white caters to a long haul game. And you're not playing a long haul game in standard or any of the other 20 life formats.
Yeah.
So Commander's my home. And so it's what I love to do, but it's why I've never left. I just found my niche, and I've been rocking it ever since.
Cool. Well, buddy.
Yeah.
Telling everyone, thank you for being part of Valid. Thank you for, making it is what it is today.
Yeah.
And what it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
And super excited for what we have planned.
Oh yeah.
Now it's just getting there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm excited too. Magic is in a beautiful spot right now. That was the majority of the conversation, was just you and I reiterating how Magic is in such a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it's only going to get better. And I'm definitely excited for what's coming down the pike, especially this year and next year for sure.
Yeah. Any last thing you want to tell the people?
Keep it rocking. Give me some inspo. Tell me what commanders you're into now. I'm always looking to build stuff. What set are you most excited about this year? Me personally, the in-universe set I'm most excited about is that reality fracture that we were talking about earlier. What's your set? Did it already pass? Is it Lorwyn Eclipse? What did you like? Tell us about it. Talk to me about it. So, but anywho, you guys know I love y'all. Oh, and the most important detail. Guys, freaking go take a shower. Deodorant is your friend. Do not show up to the LGS smelling like you just left the gym and you smell like booty juice and the sweat of a thousand booties. Okay, don't do that. Okay, you are not pheromone maxing. Pheromone maxing's for douchebags. Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta say. No pheromone maxing. Be normal. Okay, do. I don't know how to conclude this other than to say that. Just don't.
I'll finish the rest.
Yeah.
I'll finish the rest. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Inside Valid, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know down below. Me and Hudson check the comments, so comment down below any of the fun stuff. If you want us to go over anything as new players, as veteran players, whatever, let us know down below. We do check the comments. We do read them. We go through them every single week. But yeah, guys, leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, all that fun stuff, guys. And we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we'll catch you on the next one.